Well, what did Mark Zuckerberg say at Tuesday's Facebook developer conference to address privacy concerns?
Very little. I would say nothing, other than repeating what he said before Congress, which is that Facebook takes privacy seriously. They're disturbed by what's happened. They're sorry, etc. There was a few minutes of preamble about that today at the conference, and then they moved on pretty quickly into exciting new products.
Well, do you think that Facebook is going far enough to protect users' information?
No, I think that they're doing the absolute bare minimum. A lot of it is sort of face saving. I think a lot of it is fear of user blowback, but I think a lot of that blowback is blown over already, I think. And I think they know that. They just had an amazing, another record quarter. They're earning an unfathomably large amount of money. I don't really think they need to be that worried from a commercial standpoint. And it shows. I mean, they were really showing that today at the conference.
Well, meantime, a UK parliamentary committee is demanding that Mark Zuckerberg show up to testify or face a summons. Now, Facebook had previously declined to do so. Do you think that'll change?
I think it's going to have to, yeah. This is certainly a ratcheting up of the stance and the tenor in the UK from Parliament. And it's certainly a lot more serious than the attitude we saw on Capitol Hill here.
And you think that was a disappointment in the sense that there wasn't perhaps as harsh a grilling as there could have been?
I think, yeah, to call it a grilling really wouldn't even be accurate. It was mostly sort of fact gathering, finding out the basics of what Facebook really does, and then Zuckerberg on his end didn't really provide much in the way of new detail at all. See if the Brits can do better.
Well, let's talk about the other announcements that Mark Zuckerberg made. A new dating app, a live video chat on Instagram, and increasing virtual reality experiences, just to name a few. What stuck out to you?
So the dating, I think, to me, that stuck out to everyone, right? Just because dating is interesting. But I think it really showed just how not worried Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook are, that they would go from the biggest privacy scandal in the history of the company, one of the biggest tech privacy scandals ever, to a new app that is going to be getting the details of your dating life and maybe sex life. I mean, that is pretty intimate stuff. And for a company that has just admitted that it betrayed the trust of its 2 billion users to now say, well, hey, why don't we set you up too? That's a lot of confidence.
What does that say about consumers and users?
Well, we'll see if anyone actually uses it. Facebook has released competitors for rival products. Like here, they're clearly going after Tinder. They've gone after Snapchat before. That sort of bombed. When people think Facebook, they don't really think romance. Or at least
not yet. Who knows, Sam?
Maybe the non-creepy kind, at least. Yeah. Look, anything's possible, but I think it'll be a big challenge for Facebook to get people to think of them as this like fun, sexy dating thing, and not the place you go to hear your aunt and uncle yell.
All right, Sam Vittle. Sam, thanks very much.
My pleasure.